Damodara Kunda
Paramahamsa Stuti Rasata Shishima, Divine Grace ISKCON founder Shari Jagat Guru. Spesi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Seva Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivajagacharya Stuti Rasata Shishima, Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananda Guru Vaishnava Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridasa Ki Jai. Thank you, Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Swadhyanta. Dhira Siddhivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Kiya. Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath. Shyama Radha Kunda Giri Garodhan Kiya. Vrindavan Dham Kiya. Mathura Dham Kiya. Now I do my food Dham Kiya. Jagannath Puri Dham Kiya. Jamuna Mai Kiya. Ganges Mai Kiya. Tulasi Devi Kiya. Bhakti Devi Kiya. Samaveta Bhaktivinoda Kiya. Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glorious assembly. All glorious assembly. All glorious assembly. Glory to Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Gaura Karana Shakti. Jnana-timirandasya jnananjana salakaya chakshunamurti. Yena tasmai Sri Gurave Caitanya Mano Vishnu Sapasam Yena Bhutale Ayam Rupa Kadam Madhya Swaha Andeham Sri Guru Sri Tapadakam Sri Guru Vaishnava Shri Rupam Shakatatam Sahajana Tanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahabham Adita Sri Visakandita He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopi Sagopika Kanta Radha Kanta Vasiti Tapakantana Gaurangi Tadi Brindavanishwari Vrisabhana Siti Devi Namami Haripriya Vajjaka Tarugyasa Kripa Sandhivaivacha Patitanam Bhavibhyo Vaishnava Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Shri Caitanya Chaitanya Ki Jai Sri Prabhupada Ki Jai Hare Krishna. So we take our readings today of Sri Caitanya, with Adi Lila chapter 3. The external reasons for the Chaitanya's appearance. We begin our reading from text 20. The external reasons for Lord Chaitanya's appearance. So we look at text 20 and then few other verses, 29, 32, and 40. I'm going to go through this. So please. Be with us for any convenience. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, chapter 3. External reasons for the Chaitanya's appearance. Text 20. Apani Karimu Bhakta Bhava Angikare Apani Achari Bhakti Sikhaimu Sabari Apani Karimu Bhakta Bhava Angikare Apani Achari Bhakti Sikhaimu Sabari Apani Karimu Bhakta Bhava Angikare Apani Achari Bhakti Sikhaimu Sabari. Translation and purport by Divine Grace is Bhakti Swami. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. I shall accept the role of a devotee and I shall teach devotional service by practicing it myself. This is the reason Chaitanya Mahaprabhu external reason. This is external. External reason why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. The next chapter is going to talk about the internal reason Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. Now we're looking at the external reason. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like every other incarnation of Krishna, has particular purposes in mind, particular purpose or purposes. It's the purposes because when Lord Krishna calls for a particular purpose, we do so many other things along with it. In all the incarnations of Krishna, you find it like that. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu desiring to come to the material world after he had considered the 5,000 years ago when I came, I told people, Sarva Dharma Parityaja Mamatam Saranam Praja, Aham Tam Sarva Parvyo Moksha Swami Mahasuchaha. So I told people to surrender to me. And surely, certainly, there are people who surrender. I did not tell them what they should do after surrender. Therefore, I shall go to the material world and teach them what is the duty for those who have surrendered to me, Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is decided. I shall accept the role of a devotee and I shall teach devotional service too by practicing it myself. This is Acharya. Acharya, proper Tulus cannot say, do as I do, but not do as I say, but not as I do. That's not Acharya. It's a cheater. An Acharya will teach, do as I do. That's what we saw in Prabhupada. The Prabhupada told us, no illicit, no gambling, no intoxication, no flesh eating, chant 600 million every day, do devotional service, hear Krishna Katha, do service to Krishna, and he did everything himself perfectly. Even though it is not necessary for him to do. But because he's an acharya, he has to teach it by example. This is the parampara system. Parampara system. Our system is acharya parampara system. Acharya system. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching us that. And all his followers follow the same thing. So it's the purport explained in the purport. When one associates with the pure devotee, he becomes so elevated that he does not aspire even for sarsti, sarupya, samipya, or salokya, because he feels that such liberation is a kind of sense gratification. Pure devotees do not ask anything from the Lord for their personal benefit. Even if offered personal benefit, the pure devotees do not accept it, because their only desire is to satisfy the Supreme Presence of Godhead by transcendental loving service. Devotees, their qualities that make someone be addressed as devotee. Not just the name. If the name suggests an object, and that object comes with qualities. The moment you say a name, the next thing is a form. And what the next thing after the form is the qualities. Then the activity is with that person. So what do we say? Devotee. We are looking at certain qualities. What is that? Papa said here. A devotee considers liberation a kind of sense gratification. Therefore, he doesn't want it. And even if it is offered by Krishna himself out of his own sweet will, pure devotee does not accept it. Why? Because their only desire is to satisfy the Supreme Presence of Godhead by transcendental loving service. So that is what devotees want. That is the liberation for devotees. What is liberation for devotees? Devotional service to Lord Krishna. Loving, transcendental loving service of Krishna is the liberation for devotees. That is the liberation. No, not other kind of liberations. Other kind of liberations are not liberation for devotees. Liberation for devotee is transcendental loving service to Krishna. Either it is in hell, either it is in heaven, it is in Vaikuntha, it is in the Goloka, anywhere. Liberation for devotee is a transcendental loving service to Krishna. No one but the Lord himself can teach this highest form of devotional service. No one but the Lord himself who can teach about himself, because who will know you more than yourself? The person who will know you more than yourself is Krishna. And who will know Krishna more than himself is Krishna himself. Therefore, Krishna said, I will go and teach people what is pure devotional service. As I told people to surrender to me, now they have surrendered. They surrender to do what? To do transcendental loving service to me. So I have to go again and teach them that process. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came for this purpose. Therefore, when the Lord took the place of the incarnation of Kali Yuga, to spread the glories of chanting Hare Krishna. A system of worship recommended in this age. He also distributed the process of devotional service performed on the platform of transcendental spontaneous love. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, not just teaching the process of chanting Hare Krishna mantra, he introduced the process of Paramahamsa, the process of Madhura Rasa. He introduced that. He personally tested it by teaching us. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is an Acharya. Acharya Parampara system. This is our system. The system of worship recommended in this age, the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. He also distributed the process of devotional service performed on the platform of transcendental spontaneous love, Madhurya Rasa, Singara Rasa, Prem Rasa. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he taught this process to teach the highest principles of spiritual life. The Lord himself appeared as a devotee in the form of Caitanya. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is described as Channa Avatar, covered incarnation of Krishna, because he came as a devotee. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, coming as a devotee, he made the scheduled appearance of Krishna's incarnation on schedule. Hare Krishna. He made the scheduled incarnation of Krishna's appearance in this one on schedule. Which means that look, the Krishna came in Dwapara Yuga just close to Kali Yuga, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in Kali Yuga. So two incarnations appeared in the same age, which is a contradiction, and it's a serious issue for non-devotees to consider. Well, Gargamuni was describing a Krishna has come in white color, he has come in a green color, he has come in black and yellow color. The black and yellow color. That means that he hit his black color under the yellow color. Therefore, he is Apisa Krishna. He is Krishna who is not black. He is Krishna that is golden. He is Krishna but golden. And that golden is the form of his best devotee, because he's coming to teach the best process of worshiping him, which is a devotee. A devotee gives Krishna. A devotee gives Krishna to people who are trying to use the word is like Dhira Swami use. It's like Dhira Swami use devotees who are competent. Yes. Devotees who are competent. Who are the competent devotees? He said, the same Dhira Swami said that they are the people who gets bhakti. Krishna gives them bhakti. Why Krishna gives them bhakti? Because they cannot, Vrindavan gives bhakti to devotees who cannot destroy bhakti. Those who can destroy bhakti, Vrindavan will not be. Vrindavan is not different from Krishna. It's the same. He declares himself that Vrindavan is me. That's my body. And Jamuna is my neighbor. So this is from Krishna's personal arrangement to distribute the process of pure devotion, spontaneous devotion. Thinking in this way, the personality of God is Sri Krishna himself descended at Nadia early in the age of Kali. You see? You see? Can you see now? Early in the age of Kali, just as Dwarpa is ending. So in astrological calculation, you see how the word is put when the Cancer is entering to Capricorn, something like that. When it's entering. So the person is born in this month and it still has influence of the next month, or the person is born in this month, but they still have the influence of the previous month. So as Kali Yuga, as Dwarpa is ending, Krishna came towards the end of Dwarpa and left before Kali entered. So the influence of Kali is already coming in when Krishna disappeared. So it is said here that thinking does the personality of God is Sri Krishna himself, descended at Nadia, early in the age of Kali. Purport. A Pratama Sandhya is the beginning of the age. According to everything is just the same. According to astronomical calculation, the age is divided into 12 parts. The age is divided into 12 parts. The first of these 12 divisions is known as the Pratama Sandhya. The Pratama Sandhya and Sesa Sandhya, the last division of the preceding age, form the conjunction of the two ages. See? Yeah. According to Surya Siddhanta, the Pratama Sandhya of Kali Yuga lasts 36,000 solar years. Lord Caitanya appeared in the Pratama Sandhya after 4,586 solar years of Kali Yuga had passed. This is the calculation. Though the moonlight Lord Caitanya has appeared in Navadvip, he has the shoulders of a lion, the powers of a lion, and the loud voice of a lion. When the lion roars, every other animal, they will find their way. Every animal in the forest will find their way as soon as a lion roars. Similarly, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and chanted the holy name of Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. According to Srila Bhakti Thakur, Kali ran out of fear. Yes, when the lion roared, all animals they will find a way. What did not Thakur said in Gitavadi? When Srila Mahaprabhu with his associate, Lord Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Advaita, Gadadhara Pali Srivas, and all others, go about to Vrinda. They chanted the holy name and they were going from Ghat to Ghat at the bank of Ganga. Kali ran away. At the roaring sound of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the sound of a lion, to put down all other inauspiciousness. He pushed down every inauspicious things. Push it down. Because he has the power of a lion. Lion is the king of the jungle, of all the animals. Lion is the king. Yes. Who dare stand before a lion, you become a prey, become a feast. Who dare come before the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you become a devotee. That's a fact. You become a devotee. Who dare to come before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you become a devotee. This has happened throughout his activities. Everyone who comes before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu becomes a devotee. Bhakti Saraswati with all the assembles of Mayavadis and personalities, Gyanis, the Karmis, everyone chanted Hare Krishna. All the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. Both the Muslims, both the pagans, whatever you call it, both the Buddhists, both the Christians, everybody chanted Hare Krishna and felt blissful without understanding the cause of their peaceful condition. Because the lion has appeared, everybody must surrender. Everybody must surrender. Who will stand before a lion and not become a prey? Who will come before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and not become a devotee? The atheists became devotees. Monis become devotees. Yogis became devotees. Karmis became devotees. Everyone became devotee because he has that strength, he has that power. May that lion be seated in the core of the heart of every living entity, every living being. May that lion, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, be seated in the core of the heart of every living being. Thus, with his resounding roar, may he drive away one's elephantine vices. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thus, with his resounding roar, may he drive away one's elephantine vices. This Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did, as we were saying, a loud cry. And as Bhakti said it, the Mridanga Santa tatai, and the characters tuned in quick succession. And he trembled in ecstasy very early in the morning. And he called to the temple, "You will spend your life uselessly sleeping. You don't care for your life? Get up and make the best use of the bad bargain. We have made a very big mistake accepting the material body, which is the cause of all our problems in this material world. Everyone is experiencing the result of our simple activities. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to put an end to it. To drive away all the vices, the elephantine vices. That is the purpose of coming. Although it's external, he came to enjoy himself. In the process of enjoying himself, he caused other people to join him in enjoyment. Therefore, he is what? Mahabhadanya avatar. Mahabhadanya avatar. Right? That is a topic for the most munificent incarnation. The most munificent incarnation, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he gave to the world, what no one had ever given. What is that? The highest system of love of God, which is Christian praying. He came to give that. And he distributed it. As in his early passions, he is known as Vishwambara. Vishwambara. That's the two words joined together. Vishwa, the universe, Ambara, the master, the maintainer. Because he floods the world with the nectar of devotion and thus saves the living beings. Vishwambara, he is a maintainer of the universe. How did he maintain the universe? Like giving us the prema. Something. Prema. That's prema. Prema. He distributed it. Prema. Prema. He caused the world to dance in ecstasy, as he said himself. As he said himself. Yoga Dharma Pavaratinu, Yoga Dharma Pavaratainu, Nama Sankirtana, Chari Bhava Bhakti Diya, Nachamu Bhuvana. I shall personally inaugurate the religion of the age, Nam Sankirtan, the congregational chanting of the holy name. I shall make the world dance in ecstasy, realizing the four melodies of loving devotion service. I'll make the world dance in ecstasy of this Sankirtan of the holy name. That is the Mahaprabhu's purpose of coming, to curse the world to dance in ecstasy. In this way, he, the Vishwambara, he maintained everyone. He maintained everyone. He maintained everyone. In doing this, Mahaprabhu, he gave an order to his devotees. Go person to person, house to house, street to street, village to village, town to town, city to city, country to country, the universe. To do what? To encourage everyone to chant the holy name of Krishna. The religious practice for the age of Kali is to be broadcast. Is to broadcast the glories of the holy name. The religious practice for the age of Kali is to broadcast the glories of the holy name. Only for this purpose has the Lord, in a yellow color, descended Lord Caitanya. Only for this purpose, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in a yellow color, descended Lord Chaitanya. The proper speaking is purpose. In this age of Kali, the practical system of religion for everyone is a chanting of the holy name of God. Godhead. Practical system of religion. This is something we should carefully look into. Practical system of religion. In this age of Kali, the practical system of religion for everyone, is a chanting of the holy name of God. I do not know how many people will do meditation in Kali. I don't know. Why? Because we don't have a favorable situation for meditation. For example, we don't have a peaceful mind to focus that on Krishna. So, if you don't have a peaceful mind to focus on Krishna, the mind is so disturbed with so many things, then what's the question of meditation? Meditation on what? Meditation. Practically, many people don't know what is meditation. Some people are saying meditate upon a plantain forestation, plantain forest. Hey, what is that? Meditate on void, light. What is that? Why meditate on light? What is that? What relationship do you want to have with light? What relationship? Can we embrace light? Any exchange? Do we have any loving exchange reciprocation? What loving relationship do we have with the plantain forest? What loving relationship we want to have with the plantain? So, what is the question of meditation? On what? On what? The mind is so disturbed with so many things you can name it. Everybody knows. So, how is practical to do meditation? Even for a moment, you cannot think of one thing for a moment. Except you have intense anxiety for material things, for frustration. Then you can think about it. There's something sublime. Something sublime, we know. Difficult. Just see how it's very easy to meditate on self-reflection and how difficult it is to memorize a slogan. And when we do meditation to memorize a sloka, we memorize that to pass exam. And after we pass the exam, try somebody to recite the sloka and see how many people will remember. It's gone. So it is not memorization. Memorization, like a recorder, it stays there in the head. It doesn't go away. So what is the question of meditation? Is it not? What is meditation? I'm going to do that. And maybe we are going to talk of sacrifice. Where is your opponent to do sacrifice? Where is your opponent? Where is the qualification to do that? Who knows how to chant perfect mantra when you don't have the ability to meditate? Which in mind will show pure to chant the perfect mantra the result is going to come immediately. Those days, they are brahmanas who chant mantra immediately. The result comes out. The last swaha, you see a percentage come out from the fire with the result of what you are doing that chapter. I'll give it to you. Please. It's a nectar to fulfill the desire of what you are doing. Or a sage will just contemplate deeply, a king has just told me this problem, what should I do to him? And if you just follow his hand, just give to the king. That's why he ends the problem. Which of us can do this now? You should offer the cow inside the fire, and from there a new calf will come up from the fire. Where is that ability now? Where is it? or we're going to talk of sacrifice and the deity worship. These days we will talk about the deity worship, and I had very advanced devotees, old devotee, 40 years chanting Krishna. And the sannyasi, guru, big things, and so when you talk about the deities, it's amazing. So, where is that? Is that a qualification for us to communicate with the deities? So, when Prophet said here that in this age of Kali, the practical system of religion for everyone is the chant of the Holy Name of God ahead. It's perfect. Because anyone can chant Hare Krishna. Anyone. That's the chant Hare Krishna. And not just chanting Hare Krishna. No matter how you chant Hare Krishna, you get benefit. But that is not true with other processes of self-realization. It's not. Anyhow you chant Hare Krishna, you get benefit. This is not an encouragement for those of us who are lazy to think, oh, anyway, in any case, there's a chance for me. Yeah, there's a chance for us, but you know, that kind of a chance is going to take us very long time. Who can calculate? But the point is that the holy name of Krishna is so auspicious, all auspicious. So if we chant it like this, we get benefit. What about if you really chant the name in a good state of mind? That's the point we want to make. So we can understand what our acharyas are saying. This was introduced in this age by Lord Chaitanya. Bhakti Yoga actually begins with the chanting of the holy name as confirmed by Madhvacharya in his commentary on the Mundaka Upanishad. He quotes this verse from the Narayana Samhita. Vapariyayari Janari Vishnu Pancharatraistu Kevalai Kalu Tunama Matrina Pujyate Bhagavan. In the Dwapara Yuga, people should worship Lord Vishnu only by the regulative principles of the Narada Pancharatra, and other such authorized books. In the age of Kali, however, people should simply chant the holy names of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Hare Krishna mantra is specifically mentioned in many Upanishads, such as the Kali Santara Upanishad, where it is said, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti soda sakam nam Kali kalmasa nasanam Nadaha paratarupa sya sarva vedisu drishati. After searching through all the Vedic literature, one cannot find a method of religion more sublime for this age than the chanting of Hare Krishna. This is not a mundane person talking. These are authorized literatures. They are the literature which are authorized, bona fide literature. Bona fide means that they are coming, they are coming directly from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But Christians, pure devotees who are eternally connected with Him in pure state of consciousness. Subha, the Subha Sattva. Iti soda shakam nam nam kali kalmasa nasanam nataha paratarupa sya sarva vedisu drishati. After searching through all the Vedic literatures, I mean, they spend the time to search, they study all the Vedas. One cannot find a method of religion more sublime for this age than the chanting of Hare Krishna. The Hare Krishna mantra is not only for Kali Yuga, it is for all the ages, but is most prominent in Kali Yuga because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in this Kali Yuga. Not in all Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes. Not in all. But he came in this particular one, therefore it has become more potent, more powerful, most auspicious, and beneficial for everyone. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came for our interests. He came for our interest, especially for us who are mostly condemned. Our only solution is to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it's a glorious opportunity and benefit for us. So we are very, very fortunate. Extremely fortunate. Very, very, very fortunate. It's our fortune that we are here at this time to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And to continue, this is from Chaitanya Bhagavat. In this incarnation as a devotee, you will invest all your transcendental energies in the performance of kirtan. The performance of kirtan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu invest all his energies in the performance of kirtan. In other words, in your incarnation as Gauranga, you will propagate 5 forms of eternal service. The whole world will be filled with the sound of Sankirtan, and pure devotional service will be preached from house to house. Commentary. The passions of Sri Gauranga are nicely described in the prayers of the demigods. The whole world would achieve complete happiness by proper glorification of Krishna. When loving service to the Supreme Lord will be preached in every house. From this, we get an indication that the Lord wants each person to become adept at kirtan and preaching. Only those who worship Lord Hari are real acharyas and preachers of pure devotional service to the Lord. By artificially imitating the worship of Hari, no preaching is successful because that is not proper behavior. Only those devotees who are well behaved, freed from bad association, and engaged in devotional service of Lord Krishna are able to truly preach in every house. In every house. The mere presence of those who constantly meditate on your lotus feet vanquishes all inauspiciousness. As soon as such persons dance, the touch of their lotus feet destroys all the inauspicious laws of the world. By their glance, the 10 directions are purified. Such are your glories. Such is a dancing. And such are your servants, that when they dance with their arms raised, the disturbances in the heavenly planet are destroyed. My dear king, when Krishna devotees dance in kirtan, they destroy the inauspicious laws of the earth by the touch of their feet, the directions by their glance, and the higher planetary systems by their upraised hands. This is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's coming to the material world and what he did for the whole world. So we have the blessing of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all his associates. And we can see what we have by chanting the holy name of Krishna. All inauspicious things disappear. Auspicious things reign for everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Guru Maharaj. So, I have one question, Guru Maharaj.
Yes.
Guru Maharaj, normally when we have something which is best, then people will. Normally, when we have something which is best, then
Yes.
people will queue up. They will go for it immediately, and they will cherish that thing with all seriousness. So here we see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving the best process of worship for Lord Krishna.
Yes.
So even we have the best process of worship, still we are struggling to put it in practice. So what is the cause of our misfortune?
Yes. If you go to the street now, or if you make announcement, that everybody, please come to Sri Krishna Balaram Mandir, Krishna Balaram Temple. Krishna Balaram has come out from the altar. He's standing outside and calling people. Everybody should come. He's going to give you blessing. Anything you want, bring your list of what you want. Bring your list. Come with your list. Anything you want in your life, just come. Krishna Balaram is not in the altar, in the temple room. He's outside now. He's outside. Come and bring your list. Before you come, bring the list of anything you wanted in your life. In the next minute, what will happen? The whole place is packed full of people struggling to be the first person to submit their list so that they will get their own before it is finished. But so now we are hearing that Krishna Mahaprabhu is the best incarnation of Krishna. Incarnation is the best of all the incarnations of Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's incarnation is the best. And the system of science, the system of civilization, the system of science of God is the best, is the easiest. It bestows love of God very easily. People should come. And we are already preaching that regularly. So I see that people are not coming. Yes, the people will not come because we have mentioned before. So Ajiva Goswami said, we will destroy Bhakti don't have the potency to maintain bhakti. Therefore, we will not get this, we will not get it. Even though it's there, it is true, it's available. We won't get it because you don't have the qualification. If you have the qualification, will come. Suppose it is pure devotees are told, come here, you get pure level. Immediately people come, pure devotees will go there. You go and get it. Because they're qualified for it. So we don't have faith because they're not qualified. Therefore, we cannot go for it. That is our misfortune. That we don't have taste for pure love of Godhead. We don't have taste. We are suffering from jaundice. Therefore, we cannot taste sugar to be sweet. That's our disease. All right?
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Yes, Venkatesh Prabhu.
Srila Guruji,
What's that
should
question?
we read out the question?
Yes, do the question.
Yeah, the question from Venkatesh Prabhu is, Hare Krishna Maharaj, I'm grateful for opportunity to hear from you. How can a pure devotee continue to serve in various places outside the spiritual world? Won't the devotees face lack of association of other pure devotees and Krishna?
A pure devotee will not lack association because he himself is an association. For example, Srila Prabhupada went to America alone. There were no pure devotees there. So he met pure devotees because he himself is association. That's what it means, a pure devotee. A pure devotee is association himself. He has come to give association. So wherever he goes, he will create association. And he will give opportunity for people to associate with him and become pure devotee like himself or herself. That's a pure devotee. A conditioned soul will need association. Without association, we can never succeed. We need association. And we must look for association. We should look for association. Yesterday, we explained the qualification for association. For association, you will look for three qualities. Mentioned yesterday. The person I want to associate with, if we don't do this, we will remain miserable, we're going to be disappointed, and we always remain in anxiety because we don't know the right thing. We must do the right thing rightly at the right time, as the right person, the right place. If you do a right thing in the wrong way, you will not get the result. The wrong person at the wrong time, you won't get the result. Although it is the right thing, it must be wrong, it must be done in the right way. This person I want to associate with, does this person have the same likeness like me? The person has the same likeness, do we have the same taste? I like to chant, this person like to chant. It's a practical thing. This is just a simple thing, but a practical thing. But it is difficult because we ourselves, the mind is crooked. Therefore, we cannot see the reason to this simple thing. The person I want to associate with, material people, not even spiritual people, they say, birds of the same feather, they will fly together. Birds of the same feather. You don't see the sheep and the bird flying together. They don't move together. Except they are this bird who follow cows to get some insects to eat like their food. Apart from that, I don't see generally birds following animals. So we should check. This person had the same likeness, the same taste like me. Bhakti Notakura, he said, I will visit the places my Lord Goranga had performed his pastimes in association of like-minded devotees. It is simple. I'm still maintaining that it's simple. You see, if a doctors and doctors associate, they'll be happy. If lawyers and lawyers they associate, they'll be happy because they have the same language. They're going to speak the same language. If electrical engineers associate, they will associate. What the mechanical engineers, they will associate. Aeronautics, they will associate. Business people congregate, they will enjoy. Similarly, if devotees associate, devotees, we should check and see what kind of devotee I want to associate with. So the devotees have the same likeness. I like to read, yeah, he likes to read. She would like to read. What association? He likes to hear. Yes, that's so I like to hear. So we're good. They like to talk less and do more service for Krishna and be very conscious of what we do. We are mindful of everything. So that is a good thing. That's association. Does this person care for me? Does he have my interest? If I care for you, if I have your interest in my mind, I will always do something which is beneficial for you. If I don't have your interest, I'm going to see you as my punching bag. Yes, that is what we do. They're my punching bag. When I need to punch, I go to you. But I don't need you, and they don't exist for me. So if we associate with people like that who doesn't have the interest, the relationship is based on exploitation. This is what we find every day. Exploitation. Then the last quality, the last quality is this person is a pure devotee. Pure devotee. What is the interest of this person in Krishna consciousness? We have different interests in Krishna consciousness. Maybe I'm attracted to the social aspect of Krishna consciousness. So many young people here, international organization, that is all nice, beautiful, temple, nice, structured, philosophy is very nice. Everything is very nice. Prasadam, great. Yeah. So for that reason, I'm coming to Krishna consciousness. So if you associate with me, you're going to talk philosophy, I'll not be happy. Only if you talk about prasadam, yeah, we are finished. Yes. Yes. So this is association. If we are careful, then we will get the right association. And pure devotees, they came to do this. So Prabhupada went to America. He was the only pure devotee, and he met so many pure devotees. Nobody changed him, but he changed all of us. It's a pure devotee. So we're not lacking association. Other secretary were chanting the holy name alone, and they came. He didn't ask anyone for any association because he himself is association, and people go to him for association. That's a pure devotee. We already mentioned at the beginning that we know things by the quality they possess. All right?
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Venkatesh Prabhu, thank you for your question. Any other question or it's finished?
I think there is no more question, Guru Maharaj. So we can.
All right. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai.
Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.